Philadelphia ended being 7 or 8, you're saying that the Bucks should be more worried playing Philadelphia than the Celtics.
As of today, just because of those two, like I'm a prisoner of the moment. So I'm saying like they
Yeah.
lost to the Washington Wizards, they lost
Yeah.
to the Memphis Grizzlies. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And those are like the two like worst teams in the NBA, and you're supposed to be a potential NBA champion this year. And again, it's the regular season. Dame Lillard wasn't playing, but then John Morant wasn't playing for the Grizzlies either. So
Exactly.
that kind of cancels it out. But I don't know, bro. It might be your boy Doc. I don't know because because their offense has got worse under him. Even though the defense was worse under Adrian Griffin, their offense was way better, bro. Like I think they had like top like 5 or something offense in the NBA.
Yeah,
with Adrian Griffin.
They had a good clip in the early part of the season. They started off what 31 and 13, I believe, right?
Yes, 30 and 13. With Adrian Griffin, 30 and 13.
Yeah, and then with Doc, they're close to like 500.
It's like 15 and 14 or 14 and 13.
Yeah,
something like that. Something that doesn't make any sense. Like they're a 500 team.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I don't know why Doc keeps getting jobs. I really don't know. Just make this man into a broadcaster. No, but
exactly.
His voice.
Yo, bro, what do you do? No, but seriously, I think it's because they were like, let's get a defensive coach. And to defend Doc Rivers a bit, they did get better on defense as a team.
Yeah.
So what they got, they should have made him as an assistant coach, if anything. They should have brought him as an assistant because bro, that's what usually happens, right?
Yeah, they have defensive, offensive coaches.
Yeah, like or be taught.
People are entitled. When you're a head coach and you've coached this guy and this guy, it's very hard for you rarely see coaches kind of fall back. It's always like the newest head coach that you see in the league. They've been on those coaching teams as a defensive or offensive or matchup coaches kind of thing. I feel like teams have damn near 5-6 different type of coaches, right?
Yeah,
we should probably look into that. But I mean, they usually just go up, right? Either in terms of caliber, meaning like high school, college, NBA, or even just on the team, assistant coach to head coach kind of thing. You rarely see a head coach go back to assistant coach, but it would make sense.
No, but bro, it happens sometimes. It happens sometimes where a guy gets like I think I can't think off the top of my head. I think Kenny Atkinson, I think it happened to him. Like I can't think off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure I can compile a list of coaches that were head coaches, had to go back to assistant coach, and then went back to head coach. Like I said, I just don't have it off the top of my head, so I can't even prove it or anything. But what I'm saying is, let's just go with you and say that you're right. Like they stay as head coach, but what has Doc Rivers done in the past where he gets a job right away? Like right away, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And like, should we be more, looking at the Milwaukee Bucks like front office, because you fire Mike Budenholzer, you sign Adrian Griffin as your coach, right? Then you fire him after being like, I think second or third best team in the whole league.
Yeah.
To get Doc Rivers, and now you guys are middle of the pack in the last like 10 games or so. Like, what is going on here? Like, and then what if the Bucks get knocked out in the first or second round? What are we gonna fire Doc Rivers?
I was just about to ask, what happens if they just don't win this year? Because it's win or bust. Like if you don't win, it's a failure every year. And
that's what I'm saying.
Bucks will be looked at. And although Giannis did sign in the summer just because Dame came in, not to say that they'll try and run it back again next year, but like they're gonna be constantly looking to make changes each and every single year. If you don't win that year, and it's like there's something prevalent to why they didn't win, whether it's the coaching or specific role players or whatever, like people not being able to show up in the playoffs, they're gonna start making quick changes. The NBA is so quick nowadays. You don't have 5-7 years to try things out. Like you're gonna try it out for a year or two. And you're gonna pivot if it dodoesn't work, because it makes sense because the league is it's so fastly changing. You know what I mean? Right. So like you really don't have much time to like prove yourself. A lot of sports are kind of like that. Like football, you really get one chance and you're done. You know what I mean? If you make one mistake, you're cooked. And you'll hear the broadcasters say it. They're like, "Yo, if a kicker like just has he under pressure has a bad kick and it's one kick, they're like, oh, this guy's like." We're never going to see this guy again. That's what it becomes. Like, you know what I mean? And, NBA is becoming so fast paced like that a lot of people are starting to be like that. Or a lot of the roles are starting to, disappear and get changed real quickly. So, I mean, I think that if the Bucks don't really win this year, which they're kind of like in my third or fourth slot of winning this year, they're gonna have to make some changes, right? Each and every single year
Again.
until they get it right? Dame's been out for a good amount of games, and also Giannis has been out too. So they've honestly probably only played like 45 games together out of like 65, 70. They've each probably missed 10 of their own.
And Middleton, who's their third fiddle or their third scorer or whatever. But I still think, like, me personally, I don't know about you, I personally look at Giannis as one of the best players in the whole entire NBA, right?
Yeah, he's my number one.
Right. Oh, yeah, he's your number one. Correct. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I look at him as okay, even if you don't have Dame, even if you don't have Middleton, but you have one of them, right? I still think you should be better than this. You should be better than the Washington Wizards. You should be better than the Memphis Grizzlies without Ja Morant. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, to go back to the whole organization of the Milwaukee Bucks, yeah, they got to do something because Giannis, because although he did sign a contract, we've seen it. Superstars or players are like, bro, trade me, like I want to go. So they need to figure out ASAP what's going on because how much money are you going to tie into coaches? Because you fired Budenholzer, right? You still got to pay him. You fired Adrian Griffin. You still got to pay him for the remaining of his contract.
Yeah.
And then if you fired Doc Rivers, you got to pay him too. So they got to figure it out. I don't know why you picked Doc Rivers. Like we insinuated like a month ago, he has something on Adam Silver or the NBA because this guy's first in line to get a job. It's weird to me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like why not Mark Jackson? Again, I'm not the biggest Mark Jackson fan. I'm just saying, like, people always go, players like him and stuff like that. Why is he not a coach? But I've never seen people fight for Doc Rivers. Like, here he is still coaching.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You're right to say that. Okay, like, I get it. If he's more defensive and they're probably thinking, as they mentioned, they were thinking like during the playoff picture because defense is going to win the championship. But hopefully it bodes well for them because it's just going to be a matchups at that point. So we'll see. We'll give them a shot. They should pull out a